Say what?
When you
Hey,
supposed to wake up a new one? What's up,
hey.
What's
y'all?
up?
What's
Hey,
up,
We're
y'all?
back.
y'all.
Chronicles.
We are back. We are back.
Hey.
We is back. How y'all doing? How
If
y'all
y'all
doing?
see us on the screen, y'all know it's Tuesday.
Y'all know it's Tuesday. Fat Tuesday at that, baby.
For
Y'all know
sure.
what it is.
Okay?
Y'all know what it is. Salute, salute,
Your
salute.
Tuesdays
Here,
don't get
folks.
no fatter than this. Okay? So, here we are. Y'all excited? I'm glad to see y'all faces again this week.
Woohoo!
I know, right?
I am
I had
so
me an hour
excited.
nap, so I feel
You rejuvenated?
great.
And I
Yeah.
thought about doing that, like taking a nap before the show, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Taking a
Nah.
I
nap.
almost didn't make it, y'all. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
know, man. We
It
sound
was a
mad
close
old talking about
call.
taking a damn nap.
That's a lot.
Now
Y'all
you
understand one, man.
sound mad rejuvenated. Like shit. Like everybody needs to take a nap nowadays. The way shit is going and the way the world is now,
Naps are
everybody
good.
needs to take a nap.
Hey,
Everybody
I
needs to take a nap on a regular basis.
I ain't even lie. I never been a fan of the nap. I never been a fan of the nap.
Why you
Yeah.
think you better than us because you don't take naps?
Nah, I mean, I just feel like
Oh no,
Oh, you got more
nap
This
energy
taking
than the
nigga's
rest
nigga.
of
above
us.
nap time.
hey, I ain't
Oh,
gonna
you got
Okay.
even
more
lie.
energy than the rest of
Nigga act
us.
like cause he don't get sleepy, he better than us.
Hey, I ain't gonna
Get
even lie. I
time.
be feeling like those
Right.
those little kids that don't like to go to sleep because they gonna miss something. That's how I be when it comes like when my body be like, oh, you tired, boy, go to sleep. I be like, nah, I ain't taking no damn naps.
So you
You
got
just so
FOMO.
rebellious. You just rebellious. You just
I'm
disobedient.
rebellious against
No,
the nap.
you just disobedient.
Listen, that's how I felt last night when it was time to get off of the out of the room. I was like,
Ooh,
but I don't want
child.
to miss nothing. But I don't want to miss nothing.
No, she was like,
And
nah. I'm good, y'all. No, you're not. But if you go
listen,
sit here, all right then.
I did that at the house too.
Y'all, I be asleep.
Oh no,
I
I
did.
told y'all at the house. I said I'm going to sleep. You serious? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you obviously wasn't playing. Your ass
I
was
was
asleep
not
half the time
playing.
you was there.
Yeah, Joy was
Every
dead
30 minutes,
ass.
in 30-minute intervals, she was taking a nap.
My folks
I
was like,
needed
did
to
Joy
reach.
did Joy leave?
I needed space to recharge.
Every 30 minutes?
I wouldn't sleep every 30 minutes, but I would go in my room though.
Yeah, she was dipping off. But listen, last night I was over there like when we was watching the podcast at the house. Y'all out there bust out laughing. Y'all like, Leo, you sleep? I'm like, I'm woke. I'm good. What's up? I'm here.
That's comedy.
Knowing damn well I was in that room like
I
ugly
felt like
face
the
and
mama
all.
upstairs. Y'all was making all that noise. I said, "What they doing down there?" Like, oh, I want to come down there with
We
a
was down
belt.
there getting our choreography on. And if it is love,
Yeah,
why
that was
Kelly,
don't
there
funny.
should be
you
Yeah,
candles
that,
explain?
here.
That's
Right.
comedy.
We was getting our choreography on. So we want to thank you all for joining us. Everybody that's joining us, look at them views going up. Hey
Yeah,
y'all. Hey
appreciate y'all for tuning
everybody.
in, man.
Y'all come on in here and talk to
man,
us.
what's
It'd
up?
be
What's
dope
up?
when y'all
I'm an
show up.
African unicorn today. Come see us.
Come on
Clearly,
in
Mr.
here and
Ruffin.
talk to
Clearly,
us.
Mr. Ruffin.
Come on in here and talk to
That's
us.
comedy.
Come and talk
Have
to
Mr.
us.
Ruffin with us
We
tonight?
really wanna. Yeah, we got David Ruffin on here.
On the real.
And do
And y'all,
Listen.
and y'all should have seen she popped in like David Ruffin too, like at the last 10
She
seconds.
did. She did.
we
Slid
all
in
up in
this.
this we all up in here 15 minutes earlier. This my
Slid in here with her
Joy coming this
motherfucking
morning like,
shoulders,
yo, I swear to God.
shimmying.
Let the show begin.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Leo.
ain't nobody
That's
come
what
to see you,
she.
Leo.
That's what she might as well have said. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Leo. Slid on up in here. But tonight, I think the conversation gonna be really good tonight because we are talking about the glamorized view of our grandparents' relationships and marriages. So I think that's going to be a really dope conversation to be had because the world that we in right now, we have this relationship goals thing, and it's like random shit is a relationship goal. If a dude staying close to a woman in a picture with his arm around her, it's like somebody talking about relationship goals. Like, like where did the goals come
It's
from?
true.
Where did the goals come from? But also kind of looking at a lot of the stuff that that people compare our generation to our grandparents' generation when it comes to taking care of the household and things like that. So I think it's going to be a really good conversation to be had tonight. I'm excited to have it. I'm excited to see what you all got to say, and our listeners and those that tune in with us. I'm excited to see what they have to say as well, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be an amazing ass conversation because of the dynamic of ages and the variety of people that we have on here from time to time. So we have people, some people as young as like early 20s, and then some people like late 40s, 50s on here. So our age range is
Yeah.
Our age range is very broad. You childish. Our age range is very broad. So we have a lot of different listeners.
Yeah,
so it's
I'm the oldest one.
You are the oldest one here. We love you though. Like, we love you. Pop Pop. That's what I called him all weekend. Pop Pop.
Pop.
He
was MIA too.
Comedy.
He was MIA too. So yeah, out of naps.
No, I was actually working.
He was working.
I was working on the show.
That's comedy.
Yeah.
Working on something, all right.
The show.
He was preparing for his Sultry Sunday. I went back there a couple times, and he had the little laptop out and everything. I'm like,
that was a good cover.
You could work. I mean, but you can come socialize and stuff. But when a man be about his business, I don't bother you. You did. I ain't gonna bother you though. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you do your thing. But
it was a good weekend.
I kept calling you Pop Pop.
Shout out to Indiana.
I kept calling you Pop Pop because of your house shoes.
Indiana owes me nothing.
That's comedy. The house shoes.
It was the house shoes for me.
Oh.
It was the house shoes and the long socks.
Hey, look, I probably would never wore those, but I got a little I don't know what you want to call it, a little uppity gang. I was in Neiman Marcus when I bought those. I was like, oh, well, let me get these.
You was in Neiman Marcus.
I thought you was going to say you had some trifling feet.
I'm gonna say, bro, ain't nothing wrong with being comfortable.
It was definitely nothing wrong with being comfortable. He was legit comfortable.
Hey, the only reason I ain't have on mine because I couldn't find them. Shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Listen, I was like, okay, Pop Pop, them motherfuckers house shoes was everything. I'm like, okay then. So I was like, okay, Pop Pop. That's the only reason I kept calling you Pop Pop, because of them house shoes and them socks.
I normally don't be, you know what I'm saying, I don't be usually be dressed around the crib like that, but
it was fun. It was
had to wear pajamas and shit.
Whatever made your heart happy, I was just tickled, because it reminded me of, like, you know, back in the day, motherfuckers had the socks up to the knees and they house shoes on. And I was like, listen.
Moving on. Enough of that.
He said, moving on. All right, but no, listen, so to kind of jump right in to kind of hop right on in to the topic at hand for tonight. So what do you all think about the topic? Like, what's your thoughts so far? I mean, or just in general when it comes to the relationships, or our idea of what relationships should be at this, in this generation compared to what our grandparents and stuff dealt with.
I mean, I'm that dude that's like the traditional versus the liberal, but I'm a lean liberal every time. Like, all that old shit, that's out the window for me, because it's like times change, man, and people change with the times. You see what I'm saying? Like, people don't think like they used to think as far as like relationships and all that. That's how you get like Like you see a lot of the women these days proposing to dudes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's motherfuckers out here that believe like, oh, no matter how much I like this motherfucker, I am not gonna propose. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna wait a million years for this nigga to propose to me. You see, and people miss they beat like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause it's just different now.
So you think that's okay for women to propose to men?
I feel like it shouldn't be a automatic one way. Like if you like that motherfucker enough to propose, do that shit and don't care how people see you doing that. Like I'm just saying, like it's this new shit, man. Like
Yeah.
live like you live.
I think our grandparents era, I think they stayed in relationships for different reasons. It was more, for lack of a better word at this moment, more of a survival thing. Like, we got to stay married. We got to keep the kids together. We got to keep the family together. I think that some of the values that our grandparents had are good and then some are not. But, my philosophy is relationship goals, or whatever your own relationship goals are, because everything is different for everybody. Some people like traditional relationships. Some people don't. Some people, what worked for this couple might not work for the other one. So I know one of my grandparents told me one time that if I divorced my husband, she would never talk to me again. And she meant that.
Wow.
She really changed how she talked to me, because she felt like I should have stayed in a situation where infidelity was okay. And I'm like, no, like, F this dude. I'm not staying with him. Like, for what? She's like, nope, you cannot get a divorce. You only get married one time. I don't care what he do. You better work it out. And I'm like, deuces to him and grandma.
You said, deuces.
I think it's been glamorized
because I think he would have hung with you.
Huh?
He would have stuck it out with you. That was selfish.
If it was me,
yeah, he would have stayed with you.
You're right, he would have, and he'll be back with me today if I wanted him to. Absolutely. But yeah.
Go with your cocky ass.
Absolutely.
He said, "Gone with your cocky ass."
He just basically translation. My pussy is the bomb.
Here he go. Hey,
it's 8:12.
Here he go.
To 8:15. We couldn't even get to 8:15.
For real though, man. Like the way they used to think then and the way they think now. That's why you see a lot of divorce and shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, they was just like, all right, well, no matter what, we're gonna stick with this shit. Like today, motherfuckers be about that shit, like for real.
There he go.
Yeah, they had that staying power. They had that staying power. Like they was together like in the 6th grade.
For real though, no, you ain't lying. It sounds funny, but you ain't lying. Like how you met your soulmate in 6th grade?
Listen, I know people that have been married since like right out of high school, and they've been together since like they were freshmen. I'm like, listen,
that don't mean they needed to be though.
Can't be me.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. I mean, I don't feel like you get to experience the whole gamut of everything, or not even just everything, just in general. Like, you don't really get to experience different things when you stay with one person for a long period of time. You don't really get to just, I don't know. I feel like, not to say you should be out here hoeing or nothing like that.
Because I was trying to say, well, what are you saying? Like, you should date. I mean, you should be with multiple people, like before you marry.
I feel like you need life experiences as an adult. There's not, some people do, like I know somebody that's been married literally since they were 19 years old, and it's a good friend of mine, and she had a very long and transparent talk with me that a lot of people don't have a privilege with having with married people, because married people oftentimes, I guess, to cover up what they go through at home, they paint a picture that's perfect. And it does a disservice sometimes to people that's really seeking some really sound advice. And I was just talking to her, and she's like, I've been married since I was 19. And she said to this day, it's something that I wish we were not forced into doing. She's like, there are some experiences I wish I had, some lessons I kind of wish I learned. It's coming from 19 and I'm now, she's 20. Well, we now in our 30s now, but I just feel like when I see very young people try to walk down now, and I get you love them, but you are going to wake up one day and at some point you're going to realize I've only been a husband and a father, and that's it. I don't know my real identity. Who am I? And I feel like you should be able to get to know who you are and go through some things before you spend the rest of your life with someone.
Yeah, I agree. However, you can get to know, I mean, you can experience some things when in your marriage, in your relationship. I got married when I was 19. I was married for 10 years. And had my stupid ex-husband would have just said, I want to do A, B, and C, I would have been like, okay, cool, let's do A, B, and C. But you know, things didn't go that way because he was in whatever place he was in space and didn't trust me as his wife to tell me, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. So it kind of went to hell in a handbasket. But even with that, on the day when I moved out of the state, I still got a phone call that said, hey, I did this, this, and this. Come back home. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm in Florida. I'm living my life. I'm good.
I'm living my best life.
But I don't think that because I got married so young, I missed out on anything that I wanted to do, wanted to experience, had to do, because some things he was very open about.
So you got married young and you feel like you knew exactly who you were. And how old were you?
I was 19 when I got married, and yes, I knew exactly when I was 19.
At 19, you knew who you were. You don't feel like you could have experienced more without him.
Nope.
Everybody's different, so I definitely can understand both sides. I can understand both sides.
I'm trying to give for how somebody been with themselves 19 years and don't think they know themselves.
People don't. They can get so consumed with someone else, they forget themselves. You'll hear women talk about it all the time. I'm just a mother. I'm just a wife. I don't know what I like anymore. It's not uncommon.
That's very true.
That comes with a lot of, I think my upbringing had a lot to do with that. I think that the values that my parents instilled in me, especially my father, helped fine tune who I was, where yes, I knew exactly who I was when I was 19 years old. It had nothing to do with my husband. It had nothing to do with my friends. Like, I knew who I was at 19.
So just to read a few of the comments, our boo Amara, she said that happened to me. I left my marriage and had no idea who I was. That she was so preoccupied with being someone's wife and mother that she never learned who she was outside of that. She also said she doesn't think she missed out. She got to live quite a bit, but she didn't know who she was at all.
Dan agreed with her on that. She said, shout out to you and Kat, Amari.
Yeah, you are, like Omari said, at 19, you're a kid.
Shout out to that picture. Shout out to that picture too, Amari.
You know what? I'm like, what picture? What picture?
Like, what that got to do?
You know, he always random.
He ain't got nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. But
I thought he like posted a different picture.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the profile picture that's showing on there, right?
Yeah. No, I put it together eventually, but I'm like, damn, it was so random. Like,
what? We saw how random he could be. We watched the previous episodes of the podcast and saw how random this man is.
Hey, what was it? What was the key thing? It was like,
gang. But I definitely believe, like, as you're getting older and experiencing a lot of different things, and I think they're not saying that they don't know who they are, but as you're growing and experiencing life in a bunch of different ways, you learn more about yourself. Like, I'm legit, I mean, you learn about yourself every day. No lie.
This is true. Very true.
Like, I'm learning about myself right now. And to help me learn more about myself, can we put one of my comments back up? Just let it sit there.
Which one?
It don't matter.
You know what?
He's
Goodbye.
just being a weirdo.
Goodbye.
I'm
but
learning more about myself as we speak.
And I also think like a lot of the life experiences that we have really changes what we end up knowing and learning about ourselves. Like
Absolutely.
I know that I was in a long-term relationship in my 20s. Like started at like 21 to 28. And so that's not like that's long for somebody in their 20s because it's like, oh, I could have been out here hoeing. But because I feel like that's how some people feel. Like I should have been out here hoeing. But in my 20s, like I learned so much in that relationship. I learned so much about caring about another person, being responsible for another person's well-being, not for their happiness, but when you fall short and when you fuck up and you're not doing your shit the right way, and you know the next person will be affected by the shit that you do. So that was a lot of what I learned too. Like not just the domino effect of shit, but when you fuck up and aren't doing your things right and you aren't falling in line and all that other kind of stuff, then the next person that you live with is directly affected by the shit you do or don't do. Yep. So that takes a whole different kind of feeling or idea of what it's supposed to be or how you maneuver in relationships in your youth. You know what I'm saying? So I think that shit when you're young.
When you're young, you think you have a lot of time, but you do not. And sometimes when you're young, you can easily waste your time with one person. So you might want to learn some things while you're with that person so your time won't be wasted. Hopefully it's a learning experience.
And then I think your home life, the things you saw, the things you were privy to can determine on some of the decisions you make regarding love in your life at an early stage. And I think thinking that kind of makes me understand more when you say you don't know who you are as a person completely then, because sometimes you make choices based on negative things that you've seen growing up. And that may not be absolutely negative. It just may be a different way to handle it. Did that make sense?
Yep. I agree with that because a lot of the stuff that we paid attention to or knew when we were growing up.
Did you see what Amari said? Put Amari up there. And then after this comment, put her in the corner timeout.
I'm finna put her ass in there right now. Now.
She definitely needs to go to timeout.
I'm finna block her from posting and come in for the rest of the show.
Some niggas like that too.
Listen, wait. Let me finish my comment and then I'll post her comment. Cause Jesus, Amari, Mama, I am so thrown right now. Damn, I don't even know what I was about to say.
You can't go anywhere from
just
that.
Drop the comment, fuck it. Just drop the comment. Ain't nothing else to say.
My thought.
I mean, it's a nutty comment, but it's the truth. Like you thought that this will work for me.
It's some 19-year-old boys think they like 6-inch penises.
Oh my God. Mouth. Bruh.
You on mute, baby.
I'm finna start muting the hell out of Mouth.
This guy.
Weekly. I'm finna just make it where he cannot speak until he raises his hand. You gotta raise your hand to speak. And then if you say the wrong shit, I'm finna mute the hell out of you. Okay?
Tell him to send it in our chat to let him know what.
Right, in the chat. You gotta type your stuff in the chat.
And we can't be live no more. We gotta pre-record this as we go.
Pre-record,
we gotta pre-record. We
shit.
gotta go through and edit and all of that. Like we legit be trying to get through the show.
We just lost 5 sponsors.
Right. We just lost 13 sponsors.
We gonna send those bills to you, sir.
Right. I'm gonna be like, listen.
I'll be like, the thoughts of the mouth is not the thoughts of everybody. I do apologize if
the thoughts of each individual podcast member does not reflect that of the Fat Girl Chronicles. We need to start saying that at the very beginning.
I apologize if I offended any boys out there.
That's the disclaimer.
I'm definitely gonna start putting that on there each week. Cause gee, you be wilding, but that should be funny. I was reading the comments and I was getting ready to respond to that. Still don't know what the hell I was gonna say, but let's keep it moving right ahead. So, bruh, I don't even know how to get back. And that's the wild part. I'm trying to figure out where the hell we were.
Hey, the funniest part
we were
about
talking about
episode,
relationships, and people kind of got into like finding themselves.
Okay.
They were.
Okay, cause
the funniest part about this episode is Joy's name. I can't get over this interruption. Like we keep on just standing out. Like
we agreed on. I mean, she had always said that was. She said that was going to be her name for the night. And she stuck with it. I said, okay.
Are you gonna be a different person every week, Joy? I'm sorry, David, Mr. Ruffin.
No. Just David from here on out. Nobody's coming to see you.
Any other secrets you want to let us in on?
She just said nobody's coming to see you guys. Well, all right. I mean, okay then.
I know you want to leave me.
I'm done.
Listen.
I'm done.
Comedy.
Y'all don't
I'm glad y'all feeling good tonight. I'm glad y'all in a good mood tonight. I'm glad y'all feeling good. All of that good shit. Y'all are fucking hilarious. Listen. Look at Amadi. Making her head even bigger. We all came to see her.
Put it up.
We all came to see her.
There you go.
Man, look at you. No, I shouldn't even put it up. Messing with you.
No, I was trying to read.
No, you wasn't. David Warfin wearing that wrap.
Jonathan said he gave you the name, so he gonna want some royalties in a minute. You better be careful.
Listen, y'all.
Jonathan can bite me. I ain't giving him nothing.
When you make that pasta,
he can bite you.
I'm not giving him nothing.
Everybody wants pieces of our royalties every week.
Right.
They always want royalties.
Nothing leaves nothing.
Listen, right. Last week, y'all was talking about.
Down. I don't know what's in it, but put it down.
We're going to go ahead and mute him real quick. We just going to go ahead. Because I don't know what else is finna come out of his mouth for the rest of the evening. So I
really would like to go back to the topic at hand because I do feel like it's
right. Thank you, Kat. I was trying to segue back around to that, but it was kind of getting difficult to get there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, boo.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to come back to it.
We're gonna go back to the topic at hand. We're talking about glamorization of our elders' marriages and relationships. And I know that when we kind of went left to get us back on the road, we were talking about how you don't really know yourself at a young age. Some people's thoughts and ideas were that you basically should grow as a person, grow as an individual, and then kind of like live life before you get married. And I'm just going to say it again because I feel this like wholeheartedly, like from my hearts of hearts. If you're with the right person, you can grow individually as well as together and experience so many different things in life. It just with, are you with the right person? Are you truly with the right person?
Sometimes some people want to see you grow.
That's true. And some people don't want to see you grow because they don't know who they are.
Yep. Right. So it definitely
sometimes people will hold you back, especially on your dreams. I know Troach, 2 weeks ago was talking about, living out your dreams and, not giving up on your dreams. And sometimes in relationships, you do lose your dreams trying to fulfill
their needs and wants and
pour into the other person or who you're in a relationship with. But people, regardless of age, because there are some 45-year-old people that get in a relationship and have no idea who they are, don't even know how to be in a relationship or nothing else, and the relationship still goes to hell. So I really think anything to do with age.
It doesn't. I think a lot of it has.
So when we're talking about the glamorization, are we talking about the fact that people be like, "Oh my God, they've been married 50 and 60 years"?
Yeah,
yeah. But
it's like my generation. I could speak for my generation. I can't speak for nobody else. We are. I don't know why we long for the old days, because I guess because we saw what was at the surface of some of these relationships. We saw that, so especially living up here up north, you know, most of our great grandfathers or our grandfathers worked in the mill if they didn't own a business of some sort, or they didn't have a degree and work into their field. So they saw a lot of men that worked in the mill that took care of their family at home. Okay, but they also had families on the other side of town. They be so excited about my grandma stay home. Okay, but have a conversation with your grandma. If she is in the right space, she will tell you the truth of what really went on in her household. And a lot of time when I hear people back in the day, I just tune them out because I'm not trying to hear that, because back in the day, men and women were trash individuals. Like, it didn't just start. We act like it all of a sudden people just became trash. No, they had issues back in the day too. And they were horrible. They was beating women. They was killing women. Women was killing men. Women was beating men. Like, it didn't just come out of the sky. There's nothing new under the sun. And they just glamorized the whole, oh, my grandma, she stayed home with 6 kids. Yeah. And her body was broken down because she didn't want no more. And he didn't listen. Did she tell you that part? Right. Did she tell you that part? No. You just saw.
You got all these motherfuckers that's like, oh man, my grandparents, they getting married for their 50th. They getting married again because they've been married for 50 years, all that stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, that wasn't like a happy 50 years. That wasn't a happy 50 years.
It wasn't happy at all. And the thing about it is, every day in marriage, from my understanding,
all that old stupid ass shit,
bro. Because I feel like, what the fuck I need to get married again for? I got married already. Like, I don't.
Well, wait a minute, Troll. Ain't nothing wrong with a vow renewal.
But what you renewing them for? What you renewing them for? What you renewing them for? They the same damn vows from the first time.
Not necessarily.
So what you changing up in your vows? Please tell me what changed in the vows after 25
years. You do know when you get married, you evolve. So you sometimes get better. So you could be making new promises to your mate for the next 50 years.
Some people just get
so for the next 50 years, I promise to stay.
Yeah, go ahead.
For the next 50 years, I vow to maintain what we already had plus then some. I vow to continue to be better or get better or learn new things or whatever. You can be making new promises. And if you decide to make that in front of the world again, I don't see an issue with that. Now, I see how you feel. Like, why the hell, especially if you know them personally and you like, I know they real life. Why the hell are they renewing this foolishness? I get that part of it too.
But at the same time, about other people's relationships, it's
hard. When you like, right? What are we celebrating this for? Like, I get it. You know how many times I've been there. I'm like, I'm not celebrating this shit. Like, no. What are we clapping for this? No.
You just said,
she told me he don't even see him working this job. I'm not clapping for this.
Yo, if you got married at fucking 25 and you renewing your 50, you 75 years old. What the fuck is plus more at 75?
What? That's a lot. That can be more at plus 75.
Man,
but here's the thing with marriages that I think a lot of people don't get. Like, I think when you get married, they don't necessarily need to have a vow renewal or a wedding every 5 years. But I do think at some intervals, you do need to sit down and say, okay, when we got married, we said A, B, C, and D. How do you feel now? How do I feel now? Well, now I can do this, or we need to change up this. I do think it's something that needs to be revisited time and time and time again to make sure that everybody is still on the same path. But I think at 75, Troach, I mean, you can find other things.
You can what? You can what at 75 years old?
Ladies out there, if you're interested in Troach, he's not going to renew his vows.
Wait
a minute, child. Everybody can't talk at the same time.
I'm saying, okay, you got the basics from the first marriage. What is plus more at 75?
Why can't they just celebrate their love? It ain't even about the vows. Right. It ain't even about the vows. Why can't they?
Why you need to read? Well, okay,
we've been married all this time. Let's celebrate our love. Let's renew it. Let's have another ceremony. Whatever the case may be.
Some people just like cake.
I feel you, but I just
people just want to have a reason to have a birthday cake for something else. They just want to have cake.
Marcel, you going to a corner too?
He right though. That shit's stupid.
It's really not. I don't mind it. I think it's nice.
Okay, so listen, Joy. Let me make this point real quick. So when you first get married, or do they not say till death do us part? Mm-hmm. So if your ass still alive at that 50 mark, what? You still alive? You're not. Ain't no death doing y'all part. So those vows should stand.
Let me say this. If I get married and I make it to 50 years, we're renewing because till death do us part. I didn't take us out. So we're gonna renew this.
I don't feel out.
Yeah, we're gonna renew this. If we make it to 7 years, we're gonna renew this.
Joy,
you made it to 7. You anyway. So we made it to like 7 years. We might have to renew this because we made it. Like really. I didn't wake up and look at you and be like, I can't stand
you were doubting your love in the beginning.
Can I finish my statement? Are you drunk?
No, I'm just saying.
So, oh
Jesus.
Well, I lost my train of thought.
I need a snack.
Y'all cutting up. All right, so let's
I had a statement. I don't even remember what I was saying.
You right. I was about to say, years you should be able to celebrate your love because y'all.
I just feel like a vow renewal. I'll just end it here. I just feel like a vow renewal ain't that bad, Troach. You are insane. It's not that bad.
I'm not saying it's that bad, but I'm just saying, like, what do you need that part for? That's all I'm saying. What do you need that for?
It's not a need. It's like a want.
If we got married at 25 and the words were to death do us part at 50 years down the line, you still alive. So those original vows, they still stand.
Oh, so you said
I need the new shit for. What I need the new shit for?
Well, it's not a need. It's more so of a want. And if you don't want to renew your vows, you need to tell whoever you decide to marry right off top, hey, we're not doing this shit again. So enjoy me. And
why you gotta tell a motherfucker off top? Like they shouldn't be expecting a vow renewal anyway. That's not
like Tanya Johnson said. She said other people do it for other people. It's a thing. Like why spend money? It's just a party. That's it. I mean, like you say, your vows. It ain't like the vows gonna change. You gonna say the same shit you said 25 years ago.
No, you won't. No, you don't.
The difference is instead of pork chop, you got prime rib now.
According to Joy,
have y'all ever been to a vow renewal?
Yes, I have. I've been to a few of them.
But how do you even know what their original vows were?
Right. Were you at the original wedding?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, even though I didn't go to the original wedding, what can you say plus? What can you add to anything at 75 years old?
Well, stop talking about 75 because
because Joy said plus more. So I need to know what plus more is at 75.
No, what I'm saying is it does, again, we're going back to age because I have people that are my age that have already been married for 20. One of my friends is celebrating her 24th wedding anniversary this weekend, and she's only 45. She's already at 24 years. Next year, she'll be at 25. So they're still young. So when they got married at 22, 23, right out of college or their senior year of college and said whatever they said to each other, there's a lot they can add to that. They both now have graduated from college. They have careers that they've been in for 20 plus years. They now have a child. So yes, some of their vows may change, and I'm saying that they change because vows are not always cookie cutter. And I'm saying that because I appreciate weddings. Sometimes people make up their own vows depending on what kind of wedding they had. Like the wedding I did last weekend, their vows were simple and it was like 3 sentences. So if they choose in 2 years to say, you know what, we just got married, we only had 3 sentences or 3 promises to each other. Let's redo this because I got some more shit that I want to say to you that I want to promise you that we need to work on or say this is what it's gonna be. So it's not really about an age thing.
I also think
so, you know, where you coming from, like, why do it over again? But sometimes things really do change to where people want to rededicate themselves to each other.
Mm-hmm.
They are a little more mature. They can offer a little bit more in those promises and vows to each other.
I also think a lot of times the vow renewal ceremonies and stuff take place because of where they were when they got married. A lot of people weren't able to actually have a wedding or have a big, big to-do wedding. They probably got married because they just really wanted to fuck with each other for the rest of their life. And they was like, let's go to the courthouse. Let's do, let's do it this way.
I feel you.
So now we're going to do a vow renewal because now we get to have something that we choose to have for ourselves and we can do it the way we want to. And so now we're going to do our renewal and things like that. So I definitely can understand it from both sides or, and even people saying like, well, that ain't some shit I'm going to do. Okay, that's fine. Like, I don't think that's something that has to be like argued. Like, because there's some people going to be like, hey, I fucks with it. And some people going to be like, nah, I'm cool. I don't want none of that shit. Like, because I know for me, whenever I get married, I don't want no big ass wedding. I don't want no big ass ceremony, none of that. I want something simple, small, quaint, so I can hit the deuces and hop on a plane and go be somewhere on the beach smoking cigars with my feet in the sand. So, but everything is different for everybody. So we have to, we can't necessarily argue like, well, that shit is irrelevant. Or no, it's important. You know, it's like it's just an individual factor as far as what people choose to do when it comes to their relationship. But I definitely understand the idea of people not wanting to have marriages like our elders and things like that because some of their marriages was fucked up. And then,
they were
like, and the only thing we saw, like Joy said, was grandma at home, granddaddy going to work and coming home. But we didn't know granddaddy had 3 other families he was taking care of, which is why he was always at work, which is why he was never at home, which is why grandma like, I'm ready to cut your ass and going on about my merry little way. So
paying the bills.
Yeah, he was paying
the bills. I can't go nowhere.
And grandma didn't have no skill set either. Her skill set was taking care of kids and cleaning house.
Some of them ain't had. Some of them only had like. Some of them only had like 6th grade educations, and they became mothers at 16. And
some of them before then.
Well,
before then, right? Mm-hmm. Like 13. You somebody mama. Like it's insane, and I wish I could understand why we long for back in the day. And I don't want to sound like a wet blanket, but I'm like, have you listened to the elders closely? That's something you would want. Like, now don't get me wrong. Some people have fabulous marriages. They did. Like, it's not a myth. Some people back in the day, they had really, really beautiful ones. But
I also think.
But that's what it is, though. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, boo.
I was going to say, but that's what it is, though, Joy, is the fact that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they think it's all glitter and shit like that. But if they actually ask them questions, they're going to be like, oh, hell no, I don't want that bullshit.
Hey, what you said, Amari just said the same, put something up like that. Put what she put up there. Amari said, I saw a meme say if Granny could read and had Facebook, she would have left Earl lying ass too.
Why motherfucker gotta be named Earl though?
Right? I was just about to say Earl
really,
is like one of
all old dudes be named Earl.
Really, Earl?
Why is that the old man?
The common name? Old man name. You're right. Everybody be Earl. Like, and that's what I call old people when they like passing and I don't really know them. I'll be like, hurry up, Earl. That's that's like a common old person name for me.
But I think a lot. I think a lot. Like my man myself said. I think it's true. Like I think if times were different back then and women had more access to different things, if men had more access to different things, it would have been a whole lot different. A lot fewer of us would probably be here.
Yep, Marcel
And
said
I also
it.
Based on that, the mouth, because you're saying that if women had more choices and options, they probably would have left. And I do agree with that. But I feel like even with that, sometimes, how do y'all feel about even some relationships today? Women have become so independent that can also.
I don't like that term. What is that?
Marriage anyway. You don't like the term that women have become so independent?
Yeah, what I
it goes back to how we were talking about being submissive, because you have some women that are like, screw you, you not the head of this household because I go to work just like you go to work. I ain't got to do what you say. You know,
some women try to like that.
Make it on my own. I don't need you. You know, it's a privilege to be here. And I'm not saying all of those things aren't true, but it's like we went from, you know, just being stuck in the house, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, to the next extreme of I don't need you, and not really being a supportive, submissive wife in a relationship, in a marriage.
Well, I understand that. I wouldn't necessarily call that person super independent. I would call that person a fool to act like that with their partner. But I will say this: what kind of partner are you with to let you even act like that? Like, I don't know. But I get what you're saying.
I was gonna say, I feel like I definitely get what Kat is saying, because some women do feel like because of their level of education or money that they have or things that they're able to bring to the table, that I don't need nobody. I got this shit. I don't need no man. I can handle all of this, and all I need you for is your penis. And so sometimes that is just as damaging as a man who chooses not to actually, not to say settle down, but a man who is a bed hopper and all he want to do is flash his money and then all that other kind of stuff. So women being independent, I mean, it's good to be independent. Okay, you're dependent on self. Great, wonderful, as we all should depend on self in some shape, form, or fashion. But I think some people take it beyond over the top, like
to the maximum extreme.
Sis, it's okay to let somebody love you. Like I think that's the part where it starts to become like, what is this, sis? Like, who are you trying to prove this to? Us or yourself? Like, who are you trying to make this point to when you are constantly spitting this rhetoric about being independent? Nobody cares. Like, but you make it a point to say that all the time. Like, so I don't get it.
I think it's more for them. It's more for them,
for themselves,
than the rest of the world. Yeah, because we really don't care. And you look lonely as hell. We're not trying to hear it. We glad you got a job though, sis. Congrats. You're supposed to have one. You're an adult.
But I do. That's so special. Good for your parents.
I do. I see what I do. Like you said, I do see what Kat was saying. But I don't know.
Cinnabons. Hey, boo. She said her mom made more than her father, and she never cut up with him. They'll be married 44 years next month. We're gonna say happy anniversary to them.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a milestone, especially like with all
44 years.
Yeah, even though we talking about the glamorization of old school stuff, it's still a beautiful thing. It's still a beautiful thing.
Let that man be a man. Sounds like, because he's still there, she's still there. She let that man be a man, even though she made more than him.
That's one of those troche moments where that's a conflicting statement. Like, let that man be a man. Like, some women be like, what do that mean? Figure it out, sis.
That gotta be a troche statement.
No, because that's one of your things. Like, you've been talking, like last week when you was talking about sayings that you don't necessarily like. When that sounds like
Savannah just said, what does that mean? So, Tavana, what that means when I say let a man be a man or she let a man be a man, meaning I, and Cinnabons can chime back in because I'm definitely not in her parents' relationship. But based on what she just said, I can pretty much guarantee that she never threw in that man's face, I make more than you, so who are you to make a decision about this? They've been married 44 years. So if it was time to go buy a new refrigerator, new stove, new bedroom suit, let's paint, I'm sure it was a conversation that was had. It wasn't, oh, I can make whatever decision I want to because it's my money and screw you. I'm going to make the decision. She let the man lead their household, regardless of whose income was what.
Now, what you over there thinking?
That man, she probably took care of that man. She
Cinnabon
probably
Dad just had a big dick.
fixed that man dinner every night. I'm just saying.
Wait, what?
What that nigga just
every night. Y'all supposed to
what
cook.
that
Y'all
nigga just
adults.
say?
What did
What
you
I think
that
some of
nigga
the
just
stuff. I think some
Shout
of
out
the
to
stuff too
Cinnabon
glorified is just adult shit.
Don't
Like you're
repeat it.
supposed
Don't repeat it. Do
No,
not
no,
Hey,
repeat it.
nigga, what?
Do
shout
not
out,
repeat
shout
it.
out, shout out to
Do
Cinnabon's parents.
not repeat it, because I know I heard what I think I
I heard
heard.
the same thing. I was like,
Okay.
what the fuck?
But y'all-
Okay, I wasn't alone in that. So,
that,
but
that
don't
let
repeat it.
so that kind of
Did I
goes on
miss
that
it
let a
again?
man be a man
Don't
statement.
repeat it.
If you that man that Amari thought she liked when you was 19, no. She gonna cuss your ass out. She gonna talk shit to you. She gonna treat you bad. But if you like Cinnabon Daddy, you gonna be the man of the house.
Bruh.
What?
We not finna play with
Be
you tonight.
quiet. We're
not about to play with
parents'
you.
relationship.
We is not about to play with you, okay?
I don't know
Cinnabon,
her parents, but it
like
also
Kim
sounds
said,
like
congratulations to your parents. Happy anniversary. Happy 44
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I do not know her parents, but I feel like her father didn't have a fragile ego either.
That too.
Him
That's
making more
true.
money wasn't an issue. Her
Absolutely.
making more money than him was not an issue. He probably thought, this is whatever we got in here to get the bills paid. Okay. And that's important
And
too.
she just clarified what the roles are with her mom and her dad, and it worked for them. See, that's what I was talking about. People got to have their own rules for their own relationship, and then that
And they
daddy
had to work for
cooking
them.
all the meals and combing the kids' hair, and all his wife had to do was come home and take a bath. That worked for them for 44 years.
Like I said,
Might not work for everybody, but it worked for
I don't want y'all to get me wrong. I'm not bashing the whole longevity, like marriage type thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I just don't see the point of renewing. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not bashing, like, congrats on 44 years, all that. Congrats on 50 years, however long you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see the point in it when the original vow should stand the test of time.
Yeah, I did.
So
you're not the only man I feel like that.
But Troach, let's say you meet the woman of your dream. She's everything on your checklist. You can check off every box. Y'all get married. This is like the one, like the love is just so great. 10 years later, she like, babe, like I want to do this shit again. Like I want to do it again. What you gonna say? Are you open to the possibility?
You understand both sides. Like some people want to do it as a sit, but I understand like Tro saying like, okay, you have a baby. The baby start walking. You bronze the baby's shoes. When the baby turned 35, what you gonna do? De-bronze them and re-bronze them again? The shoes ain't gonna change.
Comparison.
It's the same damn shoe and the same bronze.
That's good comparison. The shoes grow and evolve and change.
What the fuck?
I don't know what you answer my question.
Listen, what I'm saying, I would definitely.
Some people that symbolizes.
I would know. It's not even open. I would definitely do it without a fucking question. But I'm saying, like in my brain, would I initiate that? Like, nah.
No. Okay.
I'm not gonna bring that up. But
would you let your woman rejuvenate her pussy after 30 years?
Whatever she want to do.
What?
Whatever she want to do.
Renew the vow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if she wanted to do that, then I mean, I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna do it because she want to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be an original thought for me to be like, oh yeah, let's go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like,
I get that.
First time we did it, we was good. Like, we ain't got to redo it. You know what I'm saying? But if she want to do it, then I'm for it.
You're
Okay, that's
willing
cool.
to do it. You're just not. That's not something that you'll approach and be like, "Let's renew our vows."
Yeah,
I know people gonna be like, it's not really a money thing, but I think it's a waste of money when people do stuff like that.
Well, sometimes, but hey, sometimes later in life, people might be in a different financial situation to be able to do those kind of things.
I mean, that's true. It's still a waste of money.
Well, since we talking about money and whether people got it or not, we gonna slide to the Miss David Ruffin with the celebrity news. We gonna talk about what these celebrities got popping off in their life and what they doing.
aka Black Unicorn,
aka Joy Antoinette came Miss 3 names. We gonna go ahead and slide on up in here.
I got nothing.
You got for us, boo?
I'm short today. I don't have too much earth-shattering news. However, I don't know if you all know, Kelly Rowland is pregnant. I'm not sure what she's expecting, but she looks beautiful. Well, she's a beautiful woman, but she looks beautiful right now. Pregnant.
I haven't seen updated pictures, but I did see a couple. I did see a post about her.
Yeah, she's in the women's fitness magazine. I think it was either last month or this month. Okay, and she's showing her baby bump. Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, he filmed his last movie. It's coming out December 18th. It's called Ma Rainey. It is about a female blues singer named Ma Rainey. It's starring Viola Davis, and I saw a clip of it today. If Viola don't win nothing for this, I'm gonna be upset because she
just off the clip that you see
off the clip, like because I know who Ma Rainey. Ma Rainey. She's playing Ma Rainey.
She's playing Ma Rainey.
Right. Okay. And like
if you saying she didn't win an award just off the clip, this man.
Yeah, it's in the 1930s. Do y'all know who Ma Rainey is? And like Bessie Coleman, not Bessie Coleman, Lord. Who Bessie is, she was a blues singer as well in the 30s.
I don't.
Okay, well, they are trailblazing women. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I ain't that old.
Well, they were trailblazers in the 30s. If you go watch the movie Bessie on HBO, you'll get a glimpse of who Ma Rainey is. Okay. They were bisexual, Ma Rainey and Bessie. And they used to often dress in men's clothes after like they perform. And sometimes Ma Rainey would perform in men's clothes. And back in the day, that was very taboo. Like they would buy suits. Like, you've seen how the men dressed in the 30s. Kind of how like we had to dress, right?
How we dressed last weekend.
Sometimes
the nice pocket watch.
Yeah, they like legit. She would like pull her hair back like in a bun and have on like a fedora, and she would sometimes perform at little bars, as a guy, and they'll probably talk about that in the movie, and that comes out December 18th. My last thing I have for you all tonight. I don't know if you all watch Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett and her family.
I think I heard something about this.
They talk about relationships and things like that. And today they had either today or day before yesterday, they had Amber Rose on, and Amber Rose as well as Jada's mother opened up, and it kind of ties into what Kat is talking about for this month with domestic violence and things like that. They were very open and transparent, and both of them said that their partners at one time basically forced them to have sex with them without consent. Amber Rose went on to say how what happened was with Amber Rose, she was telling him she didn't want him anymore. They were having a conversation, and before she knew it, he was disrobing her and having his way with her. And she when it was over, he like went down and had breakfast like it was nothing.
Oh wow. Did she kind of talk about who the partner was, or she was just saying
21?
Amber Rose was with 21 Savage before? No, I think
she was. Yeah. She was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't.
He looked
And
like
and the thing
he'll
about it
take the
is,
pussy
I
back in.
remember. I remember when they broke up. She literally just, usually with Amber Rose, it's a lot of static behind her breakups. I remember when they break up, it just went quiet. Like I didn't remember hearing anything after, but that was her last known partner that she had. And she said he kind of went downstairs for breakfast like it was nothing.
Damn.
So that kind of, and to hear her talk about it, I'm not a huge Amber Rose fan, but it broke my heart to hear that something like, especially with she has her son at home and stuff like that. So it broke my heart to hear that. So
yeah, I'm sure that's
sad. And
let me
Jada
just say
Pinkett,
we're not sure it's him. We just entertainment.
The mouth was just being silly.
Entertainment.
Per usual. But that's got to be some hellified, emotional and emotional trauma, because the person that you are in a relationship with and the person that you see yourself being with, in this manner is taking advantage of you in this way.
right?
Like,
but she did say, Joy just did say, like, she was breaking up with him, so that's different. Because I was gonna say, like, it's a gray area when you're in a relationship and you tell your partner no. That's a gray area.
Nah,
but
it's not a gray area when you say no.
Gray area.
No,
You
wait,
don't
hold
take
on,
sex from nobody.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying if she breaking up with the nigga, then yeah, they not together. But if they in a relationship and she like no, just for some random shit or whatever, I don't know what the situation was or whatever, but I'm saying they still in a relationship or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like if she's saying like, oh, it's over, then yeah, no, he don't, like that's wilding.
But she's still entitled. She's still entitled to say no in a relationship.
Absolutely, even if they were married. Even if they're married,
it's hard. It's hard to like break down what I'm trying to say, but yeah, no, okay.
Okay, let me ask you this: are you saying it's a great? You have somebody like women that are like, no, like no, it's late. I gotta go to bed. Like
yeah, like the little bullshit. No.
Yes.
I know what he's saying.
And when they actually
what he's saying is
the way the way you said it. We was
your
like,
man, but still,
we
finna put your motherfucking ass off this show after that, okay? We don't have to talk.
Right
I'm gonna pull you in the office. I'm gonna pull you in the office, Troach, the virtual office.
It ain't even that serious not to take no ass.
I'm still like, oh my god,
wait a minute.
Asshole.
Wait a fucking minute.
I understand where your gray area comes in at, but I think
y'all wilding right now.
there's definitely a distinction between I'm playing with you and this is part of our property.
Yeah.
Then absolutely not. We're not doing.
I was ready to just shut down my phone and be like, that's
right. I'm like, wait a minute. I get we get it now. Like the gray area.
Y'all wilding that the fact that y'all even went there, like y'all out of control.
Because we was like, all of us said, everybody kind of like leaned in, like, wait,
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna cut this off because they about to try to tell this nigga new asshole.
You was finna have a new one, okay? And you wasn't even ready.
Y'all, they see me over here. I was looking at Troach like, nigga, Bob and we.
That's comedy.
Listen, but I get it. We get it now.
Yeah, we understand now.
The fact that y'all just went there, y'all tripping.
I'm like, I know this nigga an asshole, but
no, we're not tripping. There are actually men that feel like we can't tell them no.
Yeah.
So it's just like we needed you to clear that up because but I get what you're saying. But Jada's mother opened up as well. She said the same thing happened to her many moons ago, and she dealt with the same thing. And Amber Rose said that I guess he felt like because they had been having sex, throughout their relationship, he thought for whatever reason it was okay to do this to her. And it absolutely was not.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry to end my segment on such a heavy note, but that's all I got for you guys today.
But it
Nah,
just
I
goes
wanted
to show.
I wanted to jump in on your little segment and shit. Like, I don't know if y'all been following the whole Ice Cube shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been
I
following
saw
that?
that as well.
Yeah, with the DL Hughley, he said that he didn't qualify to, you know what I'm saying, like present the platinum plan to like the White House or whatever and shit like that. And like as far as me, I'm like, okay. He said he presented it to the Democrats and they said, all right, we gonna rock with that. We're gonna talk to you about that after the election. But the Republicans, you know, Donald Trump little media hungry ass, this motherfucker like, oh yeah, we running with it. And I don't trust this nigga at all. Like for real. Like, yeah, you running with it and you brought shit to the table, whatever, but I still don't feel like we can trust you because it's 4 years later. Where's this fucking wall that you ran your campaign on the first time? Where's this wall that you ran your campaign on the first time?
So basically it was a political ploy by Trump once again to play with the black community to make them feel like he's doing something so great for us.
Right.
So somebody say, okay, let's leak this story. And all Ice Cube did was, and what he said was, the Democrats said wait till after November, and the Republicans, the White House, the president right now, his people said, let's talk now. So he was like, so I just want to talk to the person that's in power. He said, we didn't have no like set in stone discussion. He said, I just wanted to present this to them just to see what they had to say.
I just wish these celebrities quit taking their black asses to the White House because all he using it is just to try to get the black vote. He don't care what they.
But at the same time, a lot of us, who else is going to speak for us, or who has the power to get into the room?
Somebody that has our interest.
Who has the power to get into the room? Regular people don't have that power.
Because O'Shea is really my baby daddy. Leave O'Shea alone.
No,
but
no. I'm not. I don't have no problem with them. I'm just saying, like, my point is
fashioning. But like, for example, when she went to the White House, you know, she's working on her prison reform and the criminal justice system. She done got more just by going to have a conversation with this man than anything. What I'm saying is, people say, oh, he went to the White House. He even went to have a conversation. We can cancel his black card. It's a conversation. Sometimes we have to have conversations with our enemies. Sometimes, and again, it's a conversation. Like, why are we trying to revoke this man's black card? Because he had a conversation. So nobody is supposed to go talk to Trump or have a conversation with him if they black because Trump is on whatever. Nobody talk to him. It's a conversation.
Two things. This man ain't said shit that he fucking like promised at all. He ain't did nothing that he promised, for one. For two, I personally, I respect the Democrats for saying like, all right, we gonna holler at you about this after the election. Then Trump giving false hope to just draw in the black vote. I don't like that shit.
Right. And that's my point. He just
let's not revoke his black card because he had a conversation. But
all that shit is a bit extra for, you know what I'm saying? But you know how emotional people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't see the bigger picture.
And then Ice Cube gonna be fine because he's Ice Cube. He's not worried about
and people don't even take the opportunity to hear the whole story.
No, they just see that he met with Trump and that's it.
That's it. He met with Trump. Now they done ran with it, trying to provoke his black card and all that other kind of stuff. Ice Cube is one of the most like profound like speakers.
Yeah, he's super smart. He's not an idiot.
Really, not in the least bit. And he has been one of the people that has continuously done work for the black community. So because of the simple fact that he had a meeting with Trump, now y'all want to cancel him, but y'all don't even know what the conversation was about.
People forget who Ice Cube is, and that's true, Leo. Ice Cube has worked tirelessly, even stuff seen and unseen for the black community. It went before. I mean, when I was a kid, niggas. I mean, like he made a point that what
we just laughing at that. Oh my
God, just say it.
Because I was about to make a point about NWA, but then I'm like, nah, I can't do that. But even with them, they were very vocal about the community.
Yeah.
And voting and shit like that. Like that, this ain't nothing new for Ice Cube. And I think because of the president we have, I'm not gonna ever hate Ice Cube unless he do something ignorant. I'm sorry. I don't know. I love him. I like him. He's a likable person, I guess. But I guess because the president we have, it's like we feel like the conversation isn't worth it because he's such an idiot.
But we can't put a limit on what the conversation is worth, especially when we don't know what the fucking conversation was. Like,
right.
We don't know what the conversation was. We
don't
know.
Like you said, you got to talk to who's ever in power.
That's it.
He's in power at this point. So I'm gonna go talk to his camp. They say they want to listen right now, so let's have a conversation.
But I mean,
will anything come out of the conversation? I don't know, but we had a conversation.
My point is, I just feel like Buddy finessing like he always do. You know what I'm saying?
Trump.
So like I said, like I feel like I respect the Democrats' decision for saying like we're gonna talk to you after the election because we focus on this right now, and we definitely gonna get to that.
We ain't got the power. We ain't got the power right now.
Yeah, man. We definitely gonna get to that. Like Trump. We know this nigga make promises that he don't fucking follow through with, bro.
Don't plan on keeping.
Don't try to tell me that we put this on the table for this platinum plan or whatever just to get the fucking black vote. Like, come on, bro. Like,
but again, he's a politician, so we have to understand he's gonna do whatever's necessary for him to try to win. That's what the bottom line.
And then we need to stop giving him. We need to stop giving him all the credit. His dumb ass wasn't smart enough to do it. Somebody in his camp put the press release out.
Yeah,
he ain't talked to Ice Cube. Somebody in his camp talked to Ice Cube. That dumb motherfucker ain't talking to nobody.
You definitely right.
So it's definitely like a conversation that a lot of us are so quick to call somebody a sellout, but then we get mad when nobody's speaking for us or advocating for us or going to bat for us. But then we get mad about it, and it's like, how are you gonna get mad when this man is legit doing what's necessary in order for us to have a seat at the table? There are not a lot of us there to begin with. Hardly any of us on the other side to be able to speak up for us. So if he's making an effort to get to the table, to have the conversation, then let the conversation be had. Let this man do whatever he can, because I'm pretty sure Ice Cube didn't take this shit lightly when he was going to the table talking about, the plan with Trump's camp or whatever. So I just think a lot of times we have become this cancel culture when we don't even have facts or information at all. We don't have no facts, no information. We don't understand nothing. We just like, oh, he talked to Trump, cancel his ass. Like, he talked to Trump.
I'm like this. If you part of the culture and you one of the consider one of the upper echelons or one of those people in position to make something happen, instead of saying he's not the person to do this for us, why not call the brother and say, hey, what you got going on? Let's all get together and form a team. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Let me be part of your team and let me help you out. Don't say you're not qualified to do this. He may not, if he's not qualified to do this, what the fuck is you doing though? What the fuck is you doing?
That's what I was just gonna say.
He's not qualified. Like, who make the call too.
Who has the right to say that he's not qualified? Right. Like, how do you decide who's qualified to speak for us and who's not? Because I mean, as much as I
like, y'all heard the bullshit Curtis said, didn't you?
Who?
Curtis.
Who's? Oh,
50.
Talking about he voting for Trump. But his standpoint was he in that echelon where Joe Biden talking about taxes. So I respect Ice Cube for still understanding where he came from. Because trust me, I know Ice Cube is in that extra tax Joe Biden talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him for still understanding that his people that's not in that tax bracket got these issues. That's Black America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what I was like. I don't understand like how DL. I mean, I love him as a comedian and as a personality and everything.
Very, very intelligent brother.
But how are you to say who is qualified and who's not? Because you're not going to the table talking to these people on a regular basis, and you're not. Now, granted, he does have some great stances and he does a lot, but who are you to say that he's not qualified? Who are you to say that he shouldn't be going to the table talking to Trump or none of that? and this is a nice comment from Danny. It says it all comes down to
Right.
Q realizing that even though he doesn't fuck with Trump, he is going to do what he thinks to do to help us progress with the current powers that be. Even though we don't like him, we need to still understand that if he ultimately fails us in this country, we all fail due to the fact that we all still live in this country. That's the bottom fucking line.
Yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure,
That's
for
all.
sure.
That's exactly what it
Thank you
is.
for that
Thank you,
comment,
Danny.
Danny.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
for
That's
Danny.
the first, and I appreciate somebody writing a comment that long and not putting their herpes stories in.
Right, like last week.
Hey, that other comment was like a damn novel.
Don't put it up there. Lord, please don't put it up there. When you see a long comment, you be like, don't put it up. Please don't put it
Right,
up.
I had to read. Right, you saw I was sitting over here like, okay,
Hey, for
okay,
real,
I
for
can put
real.
that one up. I can click that one. David Ruffin is having technical issues, but we'll be back with us shortly.
Oh, the show ain't shit now.
Ain't nobody coming to see us though. But we're gonna go ahead and I mean, I'm glad. I'm so glad like that she did mention that, because that was something, I mean, that you mentioned that, Trosh, in order to bring it up during that segment, because that's something that I have continuously seen on my timeline, talking about how much Cube is a sellout and all this other kind of shit, which I don't I don't in any way, shape, form, or fashion believe he's a sellout. I really feel like he's doing what's necessary for us to have a voice. Like a lot of us, we always want to talk about not having a voice and not being heard, but the minute somebody goes to make sure we have a voice and make sure that we're heard, then we do everything to criticize and discredit them as a person, as a personality, and just in general. So I feel like, what the fuck ever, people.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'll sell out at all. I just don't want us to fall for the goofy shit that Trump campaign,
Trump is doing,
Trump team
definitely
doing. Yeah, to try and pull our vote back to him. Nah, get this motherfucker up out of here, man. For real.
Right. So with that being said, since we talking about Ice Cube, we gonna slide on over to them new music moments with our homie the Mouth.
Yeah, what you got, bro?
Before we
baby?
get to that, I just want to say on that other story she was talking about, when she was talking about domestic violence, I was like, it's amazing just to go to show no matter where you at in life, the same situations can still affect you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I really want to thank Kat for what she's brought to the table as far as my understanding more on domestic violence. I know about it, but I haven't really been involved in that. Like, that's not really my life. But see how serious it is. Like, this shit is it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
For
Really
sure.
crazy. It's kind of like how I see people walking around with this COVID situation. If it hasn't really affected you on your home front, you really don't grasp it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about with the domestic violence thing. But anyway, man, on a lighter note, man, let's get into the new music moments, man. I'm talk about two young men that was in that Scream Tour era. You know what I'm saying? Some of these young ladies that's looking at us, and young men that looking at us, know about the B2Ks and all that good stuff. So, you know, my man Omarion, he separated himself for the group. You know, they went back and got that money on the B2K reunion tour, but they had a lot of problems. So he's back now, though, with his own new project on his own label. It's called A Connection, and this song is called Involved.
Okay, then.
I didn't turn speaker on. How about that? Where it went off. Okay. Go get through it. This song is called Involved, Omarion.
Made the right decision, yeah, you know it. Yeah, ain't no issue, I don't miss you. Not simple, but it's been so. Yeah, that's so new. Let me show you. Out of mind, out of sight, like a plane, like a flight. Shit, we not involved. I've been way too involved. Fixing blame on it all. Good on everything that's wrong. Wondering why did she test me? Yeah, there's a blessing in these lessons. Yeah, yeah. I've been on. I'm way too involved.
So that was called Involved by Omarion. his new music, he has a lot of new music, and of course, you hear the maturity in it and the growth. You know what I'm saying? As he's growing and doing his thing. So all your B2K fans and all that. I like Omarion's music myself. So he's back. But guess who else back? A young man from Baltimore, Mr.
Oh,
Mario. Mario is back. He just
okay.
released a new EP called "Closer to Mars," and this song is off the EP. I love this song. It's called "Crowns and Diamonds." Mario, brand new EP, Closer to Mars. Song right here is called Crowns and Diamonds.
Yeah, I'll give you everything. You can have anything, but it don't mean a thing. The world's all yours and it's on me. See, I like it when you let me spoil you. Don't fight it, baby, cause you know a nigga like me, I just adore you. Yeah, you do me, tell you that I love you. I know a good thing when I see it, just when I tell you that I see you. Yeah. I know we don't argue, take the high road. You know if I tell you I don't lie.
So that's Mario, off his brand new EP called Closer to Mars, and that song is called Crowns and Diamonds. So we got two young men that's back in the scene from the Scream Tour era, the B2K era. Mr. Omarion, he's back, and then you got Omarion back on the scene, and I think they both giving us good R&B music. So that's the new music moment with your man in mouth right here on the Fat Girl Chronicles. You can reach out to me at the Fat Girl Chronicles at gmail.com, Fat Girl Chronicles podcast page. Man, just hit me up at the mouth_moments anywhere on social media. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you like the music. And if you need to know anything else, hit me up.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Them joints was vibing. I ain't gonna even lie.
And
appreciate
Mouth, make sure you post those in the group too, because
yes,
that's
indeed. Those definitely get posted tonight.
Yes, because I like both of those. I'm like, oh, I need to hear them for real, and play them at ignorant levels. Okay.
Ignorant level. That's what's up.
So that's dope. Like I love seeing people like reinvent themselves and come back with some dopeness
right.
and really
and show
what
their
they
maturity
started out doing.
It kind of like how my sister Joy was talking about how I think they've had some lessons in life and they learned themselves a little bit more, and then they create different, better music that more people can vibe to. I love when an artist is transparent through their music.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good move when they come back with something you can still groove to, not something that's like,
right.
This sound like B2K.
Right.
This sound like
you know what I'm saying?
This sound like new B2K.
You made me rock like this thing about my broken heart.
Right.
Bitch left me.
So we're gonna slide on to Miss Cat with her relationship rules.
Talk about the LOBE.
So
I thought she was about to have some music. I thought she was about to have some music tonight.
You know what? I'm
right. The little theme song for the segment.
Right.
Clearly, I'm gonna have to just have my own next time. Next week, I'm gonna have my own theme music. I see what this is. That's okay.
Appreciate your stretch. I'm gonna definitely find time to work on that. I definitely rededicated myself to creating new social media ads for the podcast for myself, and I'm gonna work on music as well.
Listen, let me tell you something. The Mouth really like gets into it, because if y'all have seen the new video that I posted today, like he really gets all into it, and you can definitely tell he is passionate about making those videos.
So is this when we renew our
vows? Is excitable, like sounds excited when he's talking about it.
You saying it's gonna happen now? Is that what we're doing?
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Go ahead and do what you're doing.
I told
Wait,
you.
What happened?
So why redo it? Why redo it? It's gonna see the same shit anyway.
Well, clearly it's not the same because I haven't had my theme music in the last 3 weeks. So, but that's neither here nor there.
So the vows lesson later on. You can take some away. Like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to do all the other shit. Yeah, I'm gonna still give you the basics, but all the extra shit I had said, no.
So I cannot.
Y'all petty. Y'all petty.
I'm just still waiting on my theme music. I guess I'll get it one day, but next week I'm gonna have my own just in case as a backup. But just talking about relationship stuff, as you guys know, it's still Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So I just have a couple of things today. I just want to say a couple of things. I don't know about you guys' the city. I told y'all like 1 in 3 women experience domestic violence, and every 20 seconds domestic violence is happening in somebody's household. I know where we are kind of here in the Midwest, there's been several killings over the last week. Husbands killing their wives, killing their girlfriends, killing the kids. And I think that's something, like the mouse said earlier, sometimes when stuff is not at our front door, we really don't pay attention to it, or I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but we just don't pay attention because it's not at our front door. So
it just seems lessening.
Do what?
It just seems like a less of an issue, should I say?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's a less of an issue if it's not, involved directly or our immediate family. But a couple of things. So one, we have to be really cautious about the kids, because a lot of people will say, oh, well, they're just violent towards me. They would never hurt the kids. I'm going to let the kids go. But a lot of times, some of these individuals are just sick. They have whatever mental health going on, and whomever they can hurt, especially the kids, they will still do that.
That's true.
Hurt the woman or the other parent or whoever the other person is. They'll harm the children. So just be mindful of that. If you are in any type of what could be a domestic situation, you still have to be really cautious about letting your children go around them, letting your children be alone with these people, because one day they can just snap and you are putting your kids in harm's way. And just don't ever underestimate what a person will do, or think that, oh, it's their kids, they won't hurt them. They will hurt them to hurt whoever they're trying to hurt, and they don't care. That's the first point I wanted to make. And then the second point I wanted to make, kind of again what the mouth was saying and what Joy brought up when it comes to saying no, and just kind of remembering that domestic violence is not always physical. It definitely can be sexual. And there's still a lot of people, when we talked about our elders and their marriages, who thought, 60 years ago, men could not get in trouble, would not be held accountable, could not be arrested for having sex with their wife, because it was expected that if you married to this man, you are expected to give this man sex whenever he wanted to. Well, the laws have changed now, and sexual domestic violence is really a thing. Rape in a marriage is really a thing. Rape in a relationship is really a thing. And so just be mindful of that, because some people still think, oh, well, we're in a relationship, or I'm his girlfriend, or I'm his wife. Even though I really don't want to, I have to, because I'm bound by whatever that is. And just to understand that that is not the case. And we will post the number for the domestic violence hotline again tonight, because if you have any questions, concerns, something you need more understanding on, you can absolutely call the 1-800. You can
what is it, Kat?
The 1-800 number. 1-800-799-SAFE, and I can get the actual number for you.
Okay.
And you can definitely contact us at the Fat Girl Chronicles to get more information. You contact myself. And also, the last thing I want to say is it's something that you all of our viewers, my co-hosts can work on, making sure that people know what their options are, making sure that women, and in some cases men, but know how to defend themselves. I'm not encouraging violence. However, I am all for women protecting themselves. I know one of my nonprofits is working on a class for self-defense for women. And basically it will just teach women how to use handguns safely, how to properly care for them. And not to say that it's always going to work, it'll always save your life, because it won't. And we do know that statistics have proven that handguns in a home increases the chance of violence in a domestic situation by 500%. However, if you have a situation where you've already left and you say, oh, I'm just going back to the house to grab a few things, if you can be armed, be armed. Don't go alone. Take somebody with you, and friends, family. Don't let them go alone. If they say, oh, I'm just going to run to my house, he at work or he went out of town, I'm just going to grab the rest of my stuff, go with them. Take it seriously. Don't let them go by themselves. One of the women that was killed said that same thing this week. She said, I'm just going to grab the rest of my stuff. He was there. He locked her in the house. The landlord heard them rumbling, called the police. The police was like, came, and he said she left. She was still there. The landlord called a couple of times. They came, said, we can't do nothing for however many hours. And when they finally came back, she was in the bathtub and had bled through the floor, and blood was seeping in the basement or in the downstairs apartment where the landlord was. And he killed her. And she only went to get a few things. He wasn't supposed to be home, but he was there. So just all of those things. That's what I have tonight. Again, I just encourage everybody to be safe. Look for the signs. Watch your children. Don't always assume that they won't hurt
the kids.
They won't hurt their kids. They won't hurt my siblings. They won't hurt my parents. They won't do this because they love them too. They love them too much. They're only hurting me, but they will hurt other people to get to you, to hurt you. So just be careful with that. And that's all I have with this week. Like I said, as usual, you are more than welcome to contact the Fat Girl Chronicles at the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast at gmail.com.
Yep.
I'm ready to give Leo the number, which again, it is the 1-800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. So that's what I have, and I just encourage everybody to be safe.
You said 7233?
Yes, ma'am. 7233. Okay. Safe. Mm-hmm.
All right, gotcha. All right. Thank you for that, Mel. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who appreciate having that information and having and knowing about it, and also like continuously giving them statistics and information on it, because a lot of people probably have no clue. I have seen, like you said, I've seen quite a few things this week and recently. There was a young lady recently killed in front of her kids. Mm-hmm. He shot her 10 times in front of her children. And there was a post that he made on his page prior to it happening, and was saying something pretty much along the lines, well, I'm gonna come out a winner somehow in this situation. And I guess that was his way of letting the world know that that's how he was planning to win. And after that, that's what took place. It was, I mean, I didn't know the young lady or anything like that, but seeing how it unfolded via Facebook. But prior to that, a lot of his posts and things were scriptures and about God and all of that. And I was like, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean absolutely shit about somebody's level of crazy. Nope. Or level of how far they're willing to go to make a point.
Yeah. And then Danny said that, whatever you have left, it was left for a reason. It wasn't needed as much as your life. That's a very good point, Danny. And also things that the hotline information can give, information that I can give, depending on where you are. I do have contacts in some, not all 50 states, but in some other states with women that have programs and are advocates for domestic violence victims. So you're right. If it's some clothes, leave that mess there.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Get that shit again.
There are funds that can help you get the kids more clothes. And honestly, Danny, I mean, in all honesty, I don't think nothing is really that important if it's that dire of a situation for you to go back, unless you absolutely 100% going back with the police. everything can be replaced. Birth certificates can be replaced. Social security cards can be replaced. Passports can be replaced.
Everything.
The only thing that really can't be replaced is some, maybe some sincerest mementos. And in that situation, don't say, oh, they're at work or they went out of town. I'm just going to slide in real quick. I'm going to be real quick. Unless you go, with law enforcement, or like I said, you take your whole posse with you, take your brothers, your cousins, somebody that can hopefully help the situation to keep you safe.
Yep. Whew. Thank you for that, Kat. Thank you for the information. Thank you for
definitely
the statistics.
Appreciate that.
Like, it's for real. And like you said, some people don't know how for real or how serious it really is if it's not at their front door. But I've seen it quite a bit here recently on my timeline, which like saddens me and it hurts, like, because women are really out here dealing with those type of situations, and men too. Like, men aren't as vocal or anything about those situations, but the fact that I've seen it so much recently about women, it is disheartening. It's really disheartening.
And the kids.
Yeah. So we gonna take that, slide on to his story with Trosh.
What up, y'all? Yeah, go ahead, Joy.
Go ahead, Joy.
Before we move, Kat, I have a question. Because I had a friend that went through some domestic stuff. We're not friends anymore, but she always kept wanting, like the young lady that went back to say she needed whatever. And I'm a firm believer, whatever you need, we'll get it again. And like it was twice. She was like, I need to return his key. And I told her, I'm like, leave it in the mailbox, throw it in the grass. Like, it's not a mandatory thing. Why do you think they continuously go back to the house? Like, what's there? Like, do they think it'll be changed behavior? I just don't understand it.
Comfort.
What?
Most of the time, it's a level of comfortability. Like, I can't start over. They didn't mean it. I've invested so much time. It'll be different. They really said that they were sorry. Maybe
but I really love him.
It's a lot of different things that go through women's minds. I really love them. They so, and I think sometimes when people say, I got to go back and get this, because like Danny said, there's nothing really that can't be replaced that you need to go back for. But sometimes we still have that much love for a person in the inside. Like, you still want to see them. You still want to be around them. You still want to be near them. And so that's your excuse to go back or to just be in that space for another moment.
Thinking you can
regain. I just feel like a lot of people feel like, I have nowhere else to go. I can't. And then you have, when we talked about financial abuse is a form of domestic violence, and in their head. So it's financial. It could be emotional. You get in their head, in a woman's head, and they're like, oh, I haven't worked in 2 years. Or even if I did work, I put my money in the account and they spend it. So I only got $20. I know you said I can come and stay with you, but it's not my stuff. It's not my bed. It's not my kids' stuff. I don't have anything. Everything I have is with this person in this house, and it's familiar. And so that's where I need to be. That's why it takes at minimum at least 7 times for somebody to actually leave once they say they're leaving.
Wow.
And they're going to go back, and they're going to go back. So all we can do is just be there for our friends. And, when enough is enough, enough is enough. When they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, they'll leave. But just know that 9 times out of 10, they're going to go back several times before they actually leave.
Wow. Oh, that's deep.
For sure.
Mr. You know what really grinds my gears? You ready?
That's what my name is now. Yeah, like I'll be on here just fucking be like, yo,
Nah.
this shit be pissing me off and all that. That's not my segment.
Jonathan said. That's what Jonathan said. Your segment should be called. You know what really grinds my gears. But nah,
Man,
go
that
ahead,
is
G.
not my segment, man. Nah, I just wanted to talk like today about like because I'm in this other group, right? So today they had Transformation Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you put up a picture when you was younger and then a picture where you older. And it just so happens that I looked at my pictures and like the one where I was super young, I was smiling hard as fuck. Like you couldn't tell me shit. Like everything was just fucking rainbows and you know what I'm saying? Like everything was you know what I'm saying? But like my grown picture, nigga barely got a smirk on his face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, did this much happen through like my childhood to my grown, like where I can barely fucking put a smile on my face? I'm like, damn, life really kick your ass like that. Like life will kick your fucking ass. Hey, damn near, bro. Damn near. And I was like, man, Joe, like, damn, dude, life like really do this shit to people. Like, well, it's like not that you don't want to smile, but it's like it's hard to muster up a smile because it's like you're going through so much shit all the time. And then I started thinking back to like now that you've grown, you be able to break down what your parents was going through and like, you know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers doing whole science projects in their head to try to pay the bills and feed y'all and shit like that. Like you don't realize that type of shit when you a kid. Like everything is just like, man, like, oh, ain't no worries. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas smiling like a motherfucker. But it's like now I'd be like, man, Joe.
Look. You see that comment?
He said you were smiling because you was a badass little kid.
That's my cousin right there. That's my first cousin, for real, for real. Like he lying like a motherfucker. I was never the bad kid, period. I was never the bad kid, period. I was like, God damn, like it's a price for living for real. Like you gotta pay a price to live. Like, man, this shit is real out here when you're an adult, man. Like if you told me back then when I was a kid that life was gonna be this hard, I'd be like, man, shit, keep me at a kid, Joe. Like,
I promise you.
You gotta be a real fucking adult.
That hell smile now. Next time you see that nigga pull a camera out, that nigga do like this.
Hey, is that the face? Is that the face?
See a camera, so we see a camera, nigga. The throat special. Oh, this right here, now y'all know what he do. If it's a group picture, he gonna do like this.
Not the point.
Hey, that's an inside joke. They don't know what we talking about right now.
Okay, but it's funny to us. It's funny as hell to us because that's true.
Funny, man.
But I mean, I feel you, Charles, because a lot of like as an adult, it feels like shit is like it stacks up so fucking tough and thick that you be like, like you look like the little emoji. You be like, is that it? Did I do it right?
Man, I swear to God, it's like how my daughter, she always come with shit these days. Like it just be so much shit. Like I'm like, damn, did my mama used to like, yes, my mama went through this whole shit, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always something with school, like a bill you gotta pay, all this type of shit, like just putting food in the crib and all that type of. I'm like, God damn, man, life will make your ass like question, are you happy, nigga, for real?
Yeah. Hey, wait, but that's the truth. Like, are you happy? Like, are you really happy?
Man.
And then if I'm not happy, how do I find this shit? Like, how do I create it? How do I get back to the place of happiness? That's a real live motherfucking question that needs to be answered.
For real, man.
Questions that need answers.
Man, it was just an observation that I took, and I was like, man, like, hey, is anybody else like thinking about shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like when you go look at your other pictures when you was a kid, like smiling super fucking hard because you ain't have a care in the world and shit like that, opposed to your pictures now when it's like shit on your mind 24/7.
Man, I remember looking at a picture the other day and was like, damn, I had hair.
For real.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you, Mouth. I said the same shit when I seen those pictures today. I started to put the post up. I mean, put the message on my post like, yeah, nigga used to have hair, nigga. Yeah, I used to have hair, nigga. All that type of shit. Hey, it's some motherfuckers that didn't believe they thought I had hair till today. Shit. This the first episode we did where I ain't have a
Right, I
hat
was about
on,
to
nigga.
say, hell, some of them probably didn't know you didn't have hair until today.
Man.
You always on here with your hat, so shit. Probably they like, wait, he bald?
Man.
That's funny as hell. But that's some
Hey, you
that's
see
some real
Omari?
deal
You
shit.
see Omari coming? Like that's a little like kind of backwards for me. Like I like my childhood. Like yeah, I was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like now,
Yeah.
now you gotta like find happiness and shit. Now you know what I'm saying? Like because shit just so tough.
You was out here breastfed child running wild, huh, Trosh?
I was just out here playing sports and not having to worry about paying bills and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
what did you say? Oh, great Buddhist love doctor of them all.
who that?
Miss Cat. What did you say?
I said happiness is inside of us. Like people that's on the pursuit of happiness, you're never really going to find it in what you're looking for. A really good friend of mine, actually my sister in Christ, did a speech about happiness and she hit the nail on the head. You know, it was basically like, you know, when you're a kid, oh, I just want to be a teenager. When I turn into a teenager, I'll be happy. Oh, when I get 16, I'll be happy. When I get 18 and I can do what I want to do, I'll be happy. When I find the perfect guy, I'll be happy. Well, come to find out, really, all of those things mean absolutely nothing because happiness is within ourselves. Those things, people can't make you happy.
Yeah. People treat happiness as a destination. Like that's
Sometimes a
like
person can make you happy though.
Sometimes what?
shut up, mouth. Don't nope, shut up. You is too much, G.
I'm so happy. Without a roof, I'm so happy.
This dude, bruh. Okay, for real.
That's coming.
Yeah, but I can understand that. Like, pretty much, you do realize, like, a lot of times you don't smile in pictures as much as you used to. You don't look as happy as you used to. Like you said, like mouth, like you said, you used to have hair. Hell, I had a lot of hair and then cut it all off, just being able to change some shit in my life because I was like, I just need to change. And then some other shit happened, and then I went completely to a fade. So it was like a lot of change can make some shit happen in your life. So once you get to a certain, like we always think it's a
I think we all
destination.
have moments. I think we all have moments where, you know what I'm saying, where because like a lot of people saying, you have to find your own happiness, but you have moments in those obstacles in life that cause you not to be in that happy moment. That you have to learn how to maneuver around those moments to get back to, you know, what makes you happy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I definitely.
I mean, the way they got life designed now is like you're not supposed to be happy. The way they got shit set up.
Yeah. But shit, be happy. Like, I know one of the things that I saw that Jada Pinkett said is like your happiness or the person that's that you're with is not responsible for your happiness. Like
Absolutely.
you are responsible for your own happiness. You are responsible for what is considered your happiness. The next person should never be responsible for making you happy for or for continuing your happiness. So it's definitely a personal thing.
Yo, big shout out to BK checking in on YouTube, y'all.
Hey, BK.
Yeah, BK. Man, go ahead and subscribe too, man. We got to get them subscriptions
up. Listen. So thanks for that, Trosh. But definitely, I would just say what we take away from all of that is shit. Find your own happiness. And then don't make it a big thing or bigger things that make you happy. Shit, be happy that you woke up.
Absolutely.
And
Amen
for
to
me,
that.
I mean,
And
I
I'm
think
think
different people can take different things. For me, I say it reminds me of a happier time when I was younger, when life was simpler.
Yeah, simpler.
When
Yeah.
community was still community, and you know what I'm saying, kids went outside and was able to play, and it was for me, it was just different times. And then
Yeah.
and I don't even think that it's a thing about like not being happy. I just feel like oh, I'm not smiling in the picture because I'm thinking. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not
yeah,
even focused on smiling. I'm thinking because I need to, you know what I'm saying, get to the
right,
I gotta figure out something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, you're gonna get this little smirk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like I'm not focused on fucking big cheesing.
right,
Thank you,
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
BK. Yeah, BK said they subscribed already, so thank you,
Man,
My
appreciate
man,
you, man.
appreciate you,
appreciate
brother.
it. The rest of y'all that's on here, make sure y'all go subscribe to the YouTube channel
Please go subscribe.
too.
Man,
Push it up,
share,
push them numbers
subscribe,
up,
All that
push
shit.
them numbers up.
Please, please.
$5, all that, man.
Pay
Subscribe.
$5. So I will tell y'all a little known fact that just so you guys know, most people, well, actually, not most people, all people, at any given time, there's about 20,000 words and thoughts that are going through your head. So even while we're all sitting on here hosting and co-hosting and interacting with you guys, there's still another 20,000 words going through our heads. Most of us will not say the things that's in our heads, but so I totally get it that when you're taking pictures and you're adulting, a lot of times you're dealing with the 20,000 words that's going through your head, because I know like right now, some of my 20,000 thoughts is, what am I going to eat when we done? Because I'm hungry.
You be
So
somewhere
I'm
thinking
thinking
about something.
about food.
Did I pay that light bill?
I just had a couple of thoughts that I ain't even
But
gonna
I'm
say.
Hey,
Morning.
hey, shout out to Kat with the math statistics. She be on it. She got the numbers running all day long. She gonna
Hey,
break down
Tangiers.
anything.
Hey, Tangiers.
What down,
Listen.
what down, what down, what down, what
Put on
down.
the YouTube.
Okay, the YouTube popping
I
off
want to know what
tonight.
people's
All right.
Can somebody tell me what some of their thoughts are going through their head? Like, I really want to know.
Wait a minute, wait. Kelly, listen. Kelly gonna say, I'm not subscribing to Jack, son. Okay, I will. Listen. You better subscribe. You part of the team. You should be
Yeah,
on
share it.
there.
You gotta share it.
Subscribe, share, like it, follow, all that good stuff. We need them numbers up, up, up. Let me say another thing
And
to everybody. I just want to say fucking thank you guys. What is this? Week 6?
that's it,
Is
yo.
it?
I
Man, I
think it's
appreciate,
week
man. Thank,
6.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Thank
Nice.
everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because without no y'all, there wouldn't be no us.
That's
For
it.
real,
Thanks
for
to
real.
That is
David Ruffin
it.
too.
Right, David Ruffin
Love you,
ass over
David.
there.
Hey, it definitely wouldn't be no us without that nigga.
Right.
That's what's
Yeah,
up,
it's week
though.
6. It's actually week 7 because we did our test run on September 8th. And the first show
Yeah.
was on the 15th. So it's actually week 7. So yeah, we've been over here fucking shit up. But I
Hey,
want to
Cool. That's
say
amazing.
thank you to everybody that tunes in, that comments, that shares, that follows, that's liked the Fat Girl Chronicles, because listen, it has been a journey to get this far. So I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank the team for being here and believing in this journey, because listen, I know dealing with me and my scatteredness sometimes ain't always easy. So thanks for being on my heels when it comes to the other shit. But I thank y'all for subscribing to the YouTube channel. At least we
Yeah.
trying to get to 100 subscriptions by the end of the week. I feel like y'all can help us get there. So go ahead to the YouTube channel, type in the Fat Girl Chronicles in your search. You will see this face as the picture for the channel. So then that way you
Yes,
will
sir.
know that it is the right channel that you're subscribing to. Um,
Leo Rochelle.
yes, Leo Rochelle. You will see my face. And then also make sure you are liking the Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all of that. greatness that we have on there. But also, Danny, how much is the bag of chips where you at? Danny said, how much is a bag of chips? Depends on what kind you want, boo. But thank y'all for just hopping on here, commenting, giving us great feedback every week. Y'all have been like amazingly dope, and we could not thank y'all enough. We definitely want to we just want to say that we appreciate y'all. We got more dopeness coming. It's only week 7. Like, listen, this a whole season that we've done. You know, it's a whole season pretty much. So we want to thank y'all for rocking out with us this whole season. We have we got so much shit to do, but it's only the beginning, and it's about to be an amazing journey. Thank y'all for being at the beginning of the journey with us, and then riding it out with us.
Indiana, Chicago area, y'all get ready.
Indiana, Chicago, Maryland, DC, Maryland, Virginia, y'all get ready too. Because it's finna go down. It's finna go down. So we need y'all to
appreciate that, BK, bro. Appreciate that.
Thank you, BK. And the other thing is, if you would like to be a guest on the show, we got plenty of space for guests. Like, I can make all of this little stuff fill up real quick.
There. You can be right over there.
Wherever
I'm not
you see yourself.
You can't be where Dave Ruffin is now. Don't
right.
Over in the corner.
That's my solidifier right there. That's why I don't move.
That right. We're gonna slide you on over there next to David Ruffin or next to me, next to Trosh. We're gonna make sure you in there. Right, like Tan said Atlanta too. Atlanta, you get ready everywhere. From LA to New York, we gonna be there. So if you would like to be a guest on the Fat Girl Chronicles,
BK, we got you, man. BK, we got you. Still want to be a guest. BK, we got you, bro.
Okay. If you want to be a guest on the show, make sure you send us an email, the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. Then that way you just put guest appearance in the subject line and let us know what you want to talk about. I promise you, we will talk about it anytime. And y'all see how we get down. We talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about random stuff when we supposed to be talking about one thing. So we here. We here. We
then I'm the old one. I'm goddamn be throwing out anything.
We know. We understand, baby. So
onset of dementia.
Right. Not early onset. No.
Hey, she Jesus in here with the. She Jesus in here with the. We understand, baby. That's how you talk to old people. You know what I'm
saying?
Damn. Nah, I wasn't doing that to him. I wasn't doing that to my boo.
You definitely did that.
I wasn't trying to. Let me put it that way. I wasn't trying to. But we are going to continue to be here. So again, if you want to be a guest on the show, send us an email to the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. Also, if you would like to ask any questions or have any relationship questions for Miss Cat, you can send that to the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast. If you would like to submit music, listen, this is where you would want to do it. So you can send it to the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast, and the Mouth might do it during his Mouth moments, new music moments. So
man, definitely any independent artist, man, if you think your music is worthy enough, I will play it on the podcast and I play it on my show. If it sounds good. Now if it's some shit, I ain't gonna play it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't gonna even lie to you and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be like, no.
You're an ass, G. But anything that y'all would have any questions, if you have any comments, concerns, and we love getting feedback. That helps us to be greater each and every week. So make sure you send that to us as well at the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. So that way we can continue to be greater, grow, and bring y'all what y'all need. Okay? And we can only go up from here. So keep following us, keep subscribing, keep liking, and all of that good stuff. And we shall be right here every Tuesday from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 9 Central Time, and wherever other places y'all at, Figure that out.
West Coast 5 o'clock. West side.
Figure that out. Shit, I know Arizona is like 3 hours behind us, so I'm like, I'm not even finna go there.
That's comedy.
Figure it out. We here 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
As soon as you get out of work, Bluetooth it in the car.
So we are here. We're going to keep rocking out. We're going to keep making shit happen. Keep bringing y'all good topics, dope subjects. And I promise y'all always going to get a laugh when y'all right here on the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast with this crew. And again, if y'all want to be a part of the show, send us an email at thefatgirlchroniclespodcast@gmail.com and we will get to you. Anybody got anything else to add? Of course. Go on, Cat.
That's comedy.
I really don't have anything. I just wanted to do it because I always do it.
Because you always do it.
I do kind of have a small question. Troach, what is in your headphones? Because like you bobbing, like are you listening to something in one headphone? Like
no, I'm just vibing to the podcast.
Oh, okay.
He thinking. He's in his head today.
Look, listen. That's a 24 hours a day thing for me. I'm always thinking, like for real.
Okay, next week. My segment is gonna be for each of y'all to share some of y'all thoughts that's in y'all head because I really
No, I can't let those out.
You don't want that.
I can't let those out.
I do want it.
Okay.
And I want it too. They want to know what y'all really think.
I'll participate.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you.
You got to work to get what's in my head out.
I refuse. Hey, my shit be so random. I'm trying to tell you, like, man, why they call loose leaf paper loose leaf? Do they be pressing leaves?
Listen.
Like, oh shit, I want a steak tonight. Like, my shit be random as hell. Like,
not why do they call loose leaf paper loose leaf?
Why do they call it loose leaf paper?
We're not finna do this. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
Here's some paper. Here's some paper. So, if I tear it,
that's a notebook. It's loose. It's one single sheet.
But it don't look like I guess because trees are made out of trees. Okay. Loose leaf.
She had to speak. She had to talk it out. Like, okay.
Hey, Kat, you see what you starting?
1 + 1 equals 2.
Don't ask me what's in my head. I think Leo, like, you know what, Joy? We enjoyed you, but this ain't gonna work. You don't want to hear what's in my head.
We up in here like 1 + 1 = 2, -3 + 5.
I want to know what's in y'all head.
Make it 18.
No, you don't.
To know yeah. And I think our viewers want to know what's in our heads too. Like I'll give y'all some of my thoughts.
We can make that next week's show. What's on our brain?
You asking that right now to mouth be like, you know what's in my head? Clarice.
I don't even think nobody's ready to know what's in my head.
You know me. I ain't gonna be like, oh, you want to know what's in my head? I'm gonna be like, oh, you want to know what's in my heads?
We are not about to do that.
We don't need to know your thoughts.
We are not about to do that with you tonight. BK said we might as well go another hour.
No, BK, if you are our friend on Facebook, if you are a member of the Fat Girl Chronicles page, I may start a room tonight. And if you would like some more of our shenanigans, come stop by and play with us for a little bit.
Yes, make sure y'all join the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast.
Right, because we can go another hour.
Yeah, we have a lot of shenanigans going on in the Fat Girl Chronicles.
Hey, y'all know BK is my brother.
Is he?
Okay.
That's my oldest brother.
Hey,
okay, BK.
He's saying bring him on to the show, but I'm really a little skeptical. Like, this nigga just be saying anything. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, he just be saying anything, Joe.
Do y'all look
like? I mean, yeah, you could say that.
Oh,
that's you shouting out family members. My brother's in the comments. His name is Antoine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Mr. Gang. What's up?
That's a good topic, actually, BK. So we can definitely put that on the roster.
We already like kind of touched on that though.
We kind of touched on it, but we didn't go in depth.
No, make that nigga go watch the old episodes first, and then he plays.
Bro, he said, "I am not."
Go
We not
watch,
talking
go,
about that
go
again.
watch the old shit, and then you come back.
We're gonna be nice. We're gonna play nice in the sandbox. We can give him the condensed version.
I must say I would have talked about it, but I missed the comment. I'm still trying.
Marcel, I think Marcel said something about vaginal steaming. So yeah, we can talk about that. We actually have someone who I actually know someone who is a womb healer, and that is her specialty. That's her business. So we'll definitely make
talking about me.
Boy, shut your ass up.
Like that shit was so random, man. What the fuck?
He said, "Oh, I thought you was talking about me being the womb healer."
I know I'm thinking about what he said. Your brother looks better than you.
Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to close this joint out. As usual, we're gonna start with ladies first. Miss Cat, what you got coming up this week? What and how can everybody find you?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, boo, I wasn't even looking. I'm sorry. I was not even looking.
You know what? Because I stay ready. It's cool. This is what I got coming up. The Healthy Wives, Healthy Lives 4-week workshop will be happening every Monday in December. There is a small fee. You can sign up for that. We will post the flyer for that.
Yep, we sure will.
Yes, we will get that posted. I also have, so with that, just so y'all know, y'all need to come on and get on board. There will be awesome, let's just call it a gift package. So you'll get a workbook, you'll get some other trinkets and things to go through that 4-week workshop. At this time, it's just for women. However, you do not have to be married. You can be single, married, engaged, looking for love, trying to find love, found it, lost it, divorced, widowed. We're going to work on all of that. Then I also have, like I said, with my nonprofit, I have 2 nonprofits, but one nonprofit will be hosting a women's defense class coming up, getting all the details together for that, but please be on the lookout for that. I can be reached by Kat Miles under any social media, and then of course right here at the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast page. So hit me up. Enjoy. I will be back next week with more statistics. Although I hated math when I was in school, I'm good, but I'm not great. But I love statistics. So I will see you guys next week. Much love.
All right.
Somebody had a question for you, Kat. They say, are they going to be any horse divers?
Is it going to be what? Divorce diaries?
Any horse divers at the event? Any horse divers?
Hors d'oeuvres.
Horse
Bruh.
Oh. Let me read the comments for that.
I don't understand what
Oh my god. He being funny.
You know what? Like, you're ready to cancel you. You know what? I'm gonna make a class just for you.
No,
because
it's blaming on my onset dementia.
Bro.
I might, because we do got some shit going on. And I tell y'all right now, one of my 20,000 thoughts is that one of my co-hosts is a complete asshole. And I love y'all. See y'all next week.
All right, David Ruffin, what you got going on this week? What you got for us, baby? How can they follow you and keep in touch with you?
Well, I don't got a lot going on. I got a photo shoot Friday it's a promo shoot I have a collaboration with my friend Jaquel. She makes candles, and we have a box that we collab and we created. It has my butters and scrubs in it, and it has 2 of her candles and the face wash she makes. And this is our 3rd box.
Okay.
And it'll be released in November. So I'm working on that right now. And just preparing for this photo shoot that is Saturday.
All right.
If you like to purchase butters or scrubs, you can find me at Whip Things, WHIPPED Things, THINGS on Facebook and Instagram. That is all.
All right.
Okay. Get that whip. Get that. Hey, ladies, if you don't know, you better get with her and get that pound cake. Get that pound cake. If you want to get ate up, get that pound cake. If you want your man to eat you,
get ate up,
get that pound cake.
Just comedy.
Pound cake is a little dangerous.
Please.
Pound cake.
Please use it.
That's
pound cake is dangerous. It will
Hey
get
Joyce,
you
matter of
good.
fact, Joyce, when we get off of here, I'm finna hit you up because I want to order some.
What you want to
All
order?
right.
The pound cake shit.
All right.
Trosh, what you got, baby?
I guess me
What
and
you gonna do
you.
with it?
So, as I've been told, I have a lot of work coming up as far as brand ambassador type shit, you know. So, I'm
For
just getting
who?
myself ready for that,
For
you know.
who?
What you mean?
Who you
What you
brand
mean?
ambassador
What
for?
you mean for the
Who you
brand?
a brand ambassador for?
I mean, they know who they watching. They know who they watching. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Yeah, so I got a lot of work coming out for that. Plus I finally made the decision that Trocious is about to be a brand for real now. So,
Hey, get it?
I'm about to
Yeah.
start initiating that type of shit right there. So y'all can expect a lot coming real soon.
That's that shit
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
it's gonna go crazy because I got a lot of shit that I want to do. And I'm gonna be collabing with my bro and my cousin on some of that shit. They both was on a podcast today. So yeah, I got a lot of shit that I'm finna start doing or whatever. I need y'all to follow me at Votrocious on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's VOTROCIOUS. Yeah, I mean just stay tuned because I'm finna go crazy. For real, for real.
Get it?
Go crazy
And
then.
get your shit, young man. Get your money, black man. And Mr. The Mouth Moments, what you got going on for us, baby? Yo.
This nigga switch hats. Ooh, I can't take this nigga.
Yo, what's up? It's your man, The Mouth. Come hang out with me tomorrow night for Wind Down Wednesdays on a blazingradio.com and a Blazing Radio Live, where we have the virtual toast at 11:30. So grab somebody close to you and be real sexy and hang out with your man, The Mouth, on a blazingradio.com. Ladies, you come into the room. If you alone, let The Mouth touch you through the music. You can follow
Bruh.
me on all social media outlets at The Mouth_moments. And ladies, that's with an S. For the ladies.
Bruh.
This the creepiest promo I ever seen.
Why did you have that Freddy Krueger hat?
You didn't see the hat switch?
But the transition was so smooth.
It was.
The transition was
It was
really
like
smoothly executed.
it was like one hand off, other hand on, wax on, wax
Yo,
off. Like it was
what
like.
the fuck is going on?
Listen,
Yo, no, for real.
bruh.
Check me out on the blazingradio.com tomorrow night. Wind Down Wednesdays, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. Come get your grown and sexy on. Put the kids to bed, man. The music gonna be right. Let you guys pick some of the music, and we just take each other on a journey, and we be grown and sexy. Real grown and sexy.
Get it? Thank you for that. that
Whatever
transition.
that was.
Yeah, that
Whatever that
promo
was.
and
What was it?
promo
Hit
and
it for me. Hit it
transition.
for me.
Okay, get the tea. Like I don't even know what to say. Like, all right. So
Drink.
listen,
It's drink.
girl. Okay, hold on. So we can go ahead and close out. Give me 1 second, okay? Cause
Y'all want some more?
all right. Listen. All right. So for me, you can follow your girl at the Fat Girl Chronicles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also follow me at Stylist Leo Rochelle on the same platforms. And also, in order to be following my art page and whatnot, I do art and I create custom clothing and things of that nature. So you can follow me at Royal Outcast with a K Artistry on all social media platforms as well. And if you are not a part of the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast group, definitely make sure you join us. I will drop the link one more time below so you all can join us for more fun and shenanigans outside of the podcast that we do every Fat Tuesday, where we come to make your Tuesdays not only fat, but fat as hell. All right. So outside of that, check us out every week here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, and then y'all figure out the rest of the time zones. But we will be right here every Tuesday night. And if you would like to be a guest, if you would like to be a guest on the show, you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, or feedback, make sure you hit us at the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast at gmail.com. And we will be right here waiting for you to hit us up so we can have you on as a guest. We can have you on
definitely. We
to talk with us and have a good time with us. You see, we act a whole fool, but you know, we could act even more of a fool with us on here with us. You know what I'm saying? So join us every Tuesday for the Fat Girl Chronicles Podcast with your girl Leo Rochelle, the Mouth Moments, Trosh, Miss Cat, and David Ruffin, who has been having technical difficulties towards
you gotta let them know that without y'all hanging in here with us, man, it wouldn't be no four of us. Now, David Ruffin, y'all can't do shit for David Ruffin, but for us, y'all help us.
Y'all can't do a damn thing for David Ruffin, but y'all keeping this podcast rolling every week, so we thank y'all for it. And again, as I say every week, don't do it with your half-ass. Do it with your whole ass. With your whole ass.
Even if your back pocket's touched. Even if your back pocket's touched like this. You ain't got no big ass, but you know. It's just like this. Just do it with whatever you got. Do it with the crack of your ass.
Mute him.
We finna mute you for real. This ain't my ass, but don't do it with your half ass. Do it with your whole ass. All right? We will see y'all next week. Thank y'all for tuning in, joining us, laughing, joking. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we out.
Make sure you save your money because we got
2 fingers, people. 2 fingers.
Peace.